Before the Battle of Anthem Pass, the Legion's test of resolve had a different basis. It began with Liatrelle, the General's oldest friend. When Tarsis first raised an army against the Urgoth, Liatrelle was with her. The Arcanists were hidden from them. They hadn't yet found Arden Vasa. No lancers, no javelins, no weapons, no fortress. Not even a good hiding place. Nothing but the vision of Helena Tarsis and Liatrelle's unbreakable will.
I've never heard about the beginning of the Legion before.
In a way, it has no beginning. Where and when did Tarsis and Liatrelle meet? No one remembers. Maybe it was once such common knowledge that no one thought to pass it on. There are countless towns that now claim to be the birthplace of General Tarsis. The truth is lost. A legion needs soldiers, and it began with just one. The two set out to find the Urgoth. The plan was simple. Follow the raiders and warn villages in their path. At first, they succeeded in getting word of the coming Urgoth to people in time. Villagers fled, but the longer the Urgoth went without a catch, the faster it spurred their hunt. Finally, Tarsis and Liatrelle arrived at a town with the Urgoth on their heels. Flight was impossible, so they stood and fought.
Two against all the Urgoth? Without javelins? That's suicide.
Tarsis hoped to slow the Urgoth enough that some villagers could escape. The two of them, alone, armed with simple weapons, were little more than an annoyance to the enemy. But they fought. Despite greater numbers, strength, and weapons, the Urgoth could not subdue them. Finally, with Tarsis wounded and Liatrelle at the point of exhaustion, the two prepared for the end. But the villagers rallied. With tools and improvised weapons, they joined the battle and routed the enemy. Many innocents were taken that night, but not all of them. Because people fought the inevitable. And the rest is a tale for another time. You've walked the path of resolve. It's a hard one to travel.
You're not going to tell me about the last stand of General Tarsis now, are you? Because I've heard that story many times before.
No. This is the story of how the Legion endured its own destruction. While Vasa and Strahl fought about which way to take their lancers, Liatrelle prepared. She prepared her oldest friend for burial. She prepared places for all the fallen, and she prepared the way for those still to come. She took Garrett's volumes of the Legion from the Fortress of Dawn before it was sealed. She left Helena's signet in the General's tomb, waiting for the right hand to reclaim it.
Are you saying she knew I would need to look for the Javelin of Dawn?
No, of course not. But she knew better than anyone not to surrender to the inevitable. She would not abandon her friend or her path, even though the battle was over. The world would always need Tarsis. And Tarsis would always need Legionnaires. She followed Arden Vasa to Anthem for a time, and left the records with trusted lancers, to be maintained and passed down, generation after generation.
To you. This is your story.
Our story. The Legion lives on through us.
What happened to Liatrelle?
Oh, once her preparations were complete, her plans in motion, she left Anthem and vanished. Like the beginning. The end of her story is a mystery. But it's not beginnings or endings that matter. It's the path you follow between them.